Good morning. Sun's in my eyes. Yesterday we was at the allotment all day trying to do the greenhouse, but I have to say, when we started to try and get the rotten wood from underneath it, there's more bindweed than I've ever seen, probably. So it's going to be a long process, that is. It is secured, but as to using the greenhouse, that's not going to happen for a while. Did manage to get two different varieties. Apparently they're both male. Let me move. It's kind of going to be a big job, if I'm honest. You can kind of see that we've got it level and we've got anchor points, but it's Binewood City. So, although we can probably get the glass in it and get it secure, I don't know if we're going to be able to grow that much in it this year, because that base itself is going to need several dig overs. As I'm digging down, I'm just pulling it out like spaghetti, and I will have missed some rotten wood. So it's a bigger job than I thought. So I don't think we'll get as much done as I thought we'd get done today. I don't think we'll get to seed setting. I am half making the carrot bed as I'm going along. I'm using any soil that's decent, and I've put a bit of farmyard manure in it, but to be honest, there's a lot of rocks in the soil and I don't want rocks in it. You can see just now, these are just rocks. So what I'm actually doing is putting rock into my soil, aren't I? And I don't want to do that. A little bit's okay for drainage, but to me, lots of tiny little ones. Probably mess this bed up just trying to use a bit of soil. We thought we'd give these a bash. They are a bit perkier than when we first got them. I'll give them a drink, but they might do something, they might not. I don't know the name. It's not something that I've come across before, but I have Googled them. And we'll try and keep them going. But I think we have actually saved those. I think I realised it was draft. I've started potting on the Cape Gooseberry. So just the bigger ones. There's a few more that I can prick out as well. And I will start to do that bit by bit. The peppers are getting ready for going to the greenhouse. They're starting to get extra leaves, so they can go to the greenhouse and be dealt with up there. Chili's the same. And then on the tomatoes, that weren't quite ready to be hardened off, or weren't quite ready for overnight. But that's the tray of stripies and the melons, and they've actually done fine. This tray's the better, but it was potted on the before these were ones. This tray is the fir line. That's the tamande. And all these are the Roma. So some of the Romas are looking better than others. Some have got a bit of cold spots, but I do think they'll all make it. The tiger ones look great. They were out all day yesterday. Melons seem to be adapting. This is called a Mia, and it does say it's a UK grown variety, and they seem easier than these are the bush little cherry tomatoes. They're getting ready for going in their own pots. So we're going to deal with all that this week. If assorted beans and peas pack. Now, they do run out of date this year, but I thought for $2.99, when they're normally $2.99 a pack, I'd give them a bash for next year. We don't really need any more this year. But Oregon Sugar Pod, Mange 2. Dwarf French Bean, I think I've set them this year, but a different type. Broad Bean, P. Douce Provence, Spring or Autumn Sowing. So they could even actually go in, so October to December, look. So I could actually get them in while they're in date. These, they are March to June. But they are a winter one. And then early maturing broad beans, so October to January. Or late July and August. I could probably get those in as well. The Tempe flowers. Managed to get one in at home yesterday. And I think I'm going to cut all these, or chop off all these that look a bit manky. It's got just multi-purpose compost, and I have to say, I think they'll do okay. The rest are up at the allotment soaking in the greenhouse in water. And the asparagus, I think, will go in that bed I've created at the side of the greenhouse. They will go in today. Once they've been soaked, we'll move them. I don't know an awful lot about asparagus, but I do eat it. I do like it. I enjoy it. So I've always found them to be quite expensive, and I don't know enough about them, so I don't want to pump loads of money into something I don't know enough about. But I'm pottering around at home today because, that's what I've got to do, fence paint. It's a showerproofing 1 hour, colour protection, rough sawn wood. Hiya! We're just walking in the garden with the baby. Yeah, good girl. She's just little, 15 months. So, what we've got to do on jobs to do this week, we've got get the glass in the greenhouse. It's now secured onto slab with rebar inside it. The slabs were already up there, and they were just big long slabs with rebar in them. So I said, right, we'll put them front and back, and obviously at least we know it's secured properly. The soil around the greenhouse, in the greenhouse, no good for now. That needs a lot of work. Probably be better off digging it out quite deep and then just putting multi-purpose in. Maybe some cardboard down just to suppress any bindweed that you've missed. That's one job. We're gonna pot on everything that's ready for potting on. So probably got some little half a day potting on, and we've got to set the carrots in the bed at my son's. I think that's it for this week, because at the end of this week I want to start on flowers, and I've got a box full of assorted flowers, and all I've actually set this year so far is nasturtiums and the common marigold, I think it is. I think that's all I've done in flowers. And I've got a massive box full of assorted flowers, cosmos, poppies, all sorts really. So we'll crack on this week and I'll film what I think's interesting. Keep working on different areas. Oh, I bought a camellia. I bought this severely pot-bound camellia yesterday. My purchases were mainly from Yorkshire Trading, and I went in looking for a new shower head for my hose pipe because it started to drip. So it'll spray, but then it just drips onto my feet as well from the bottom. So I wanted a new head. So I went in Yorkshire Trading to purchase said head, and that's where I found the asparagus, the pack of peas. I presume they're all getting to the end of the sell-by date. I think the asparagus, it says, must be planted by June this year. So, and I think they were $1.49 a packet. The peas were $2.99 for 5 packs. And there was a camellia, which I'll show you because it's at the allotment soaking in water. But when I say severely pot-bound, it was bone dry and just full. The pot was just full of roots. So I've left it at the allotment soaking in water. I have got ericaceous compost up there, so we'll get that potted up and hope it makes it. That was only £3. I think that's... Oh, seed potatoes. I bought main crop seed potatoes for £1.20 or something. Desiree, red ones. I bought them yesterday as well. So that's given us quite a few more jobs really, hasn't it? Today is the 6th of April. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all soon. And tomorrow we'll get cracking at the allotment. Bye for now.